600. You just heard some interesting statistics that about 95% of the world converses in 600 languages. In my role at Come and See, I have the good fortune of overseeing the translation and localization of The Chosen. And we are committed to taking all 7 seasons of the show to the world in 600 languages. Yeah, thank you. How many of you have seen The Chosen? Anybody in here? Well, if you've been watching The Chosen or you've given to Come and See, you are part of something powerful to help people flourish. You are on the leading edge of using technology to share this very good news with people all around the world. We have a 2-pronged approach to translation at Come and See, and I'd love to tell you a little bit about it today. First, we have our majority languages. These are Spanish, French, Italian, Hindi. These are commercial languages, and we currently have them slated for dubbing, which is the audio that you hear in the show. And we can do that because there's a dubbing infrastructure. There's voice talent, studios, and movie theaters. But then we still have over 500 minority languages. These are currently slated for subtitles, the words you see across the bottom, because there simply is no dubbing infrastructure. So I want to talk quickly about both of those approaches. First, let's talk about the commercial languages. Like any other Hollywood show, we get started by having an in-country team at the studio take a first pass at the translation. Now, these are professionals who are very focused on lip sync and mouth movement. So that doesn't always mean they're a Jesus follower. So unlike what anyone else is doing, we give that translated script to a subject matter expert. Now, this is a pastor or a theologian or a ministry leader, and they work line by line by line to ensure high biblical fidelity and cultural relevancy. We then give that translated script back to the studio, and they begin recording. After all of the recording is finished, we embed it into the video, and we give it back to the subject matter expert for a second theological review, just in case anyone went off script. Now, this is officially amazing. And I say that because we've just set the 2nd Guinness World Record for the most translated season of a television show. Thank you. I'm happy to tell you that there are over 125 languages now available in the free Chosen mobile app. But what I think is a little bit more interesting and innovative, and actually the reason that we're all here together today, is the work that we're doing in the lower resource languages. Last year, we deployed an all-new translation app. In fact, we debuted it right here at Missional AI last year. Within the app, we allow AI to take a first pass at the translation. But once again, we have a subject matter expert who works meticulously, line by line by line, to ensure high biblical fidelity, translation quality, and faithfulness to the Bible, and cultural relevancy. And I have been doing a terrible job of advancing the slides. So once they're finished, the app is pretty slick. We can export their text as subtitles. And we then embed it into the video, and you guessed it, we give it back to the subject matter expert for a second theological review, also to ensure that there aren't too many words on the screen at any given time. Now, this is great. I mean, we're happy. We have over 150 languages that we're working on in the app. But if you're like me, you might be thinking, isn't it the lower resourced languages that actually need the audio even more so? I absolutely agree. These are pre-literate people groups who struggle to read the subtitles. So I'd love to give you an update on what we've been doing with the translation app. Within the app, we are now adding a play button, and they can hit play and they can hear the line as it was originally recorded by our favorite English actors. They can then hit a record button, And they can then record that same line in their own language with about the same pace and sentiment as they heard it. We can then export the audio from the app, and now we have it in that language. But we still have a few issues when we do that. Well, first off, it's just one voice. And second, gang, these are theologians, these are not voice actors. And third, many of them are doing this work in harm's way. So we would not want to expose their voice. So today I want to talk to you about speech-to-speech technology. And with speech-to-speech technology and permission, of course, we can take the sound of the original actors and apply it on top of that voice that we just recorded in the app. So Anna, on our Come and See translation team, recently recorded an episode in Armenian, and I'd love to give you a peek at how we use this technology. Check this out.
Ուրեմն հարկահավաքը եւ նրա ուղեկցորդը պահանջում են տեսնել Հրեաստանի պրետորին։ Ասում են՝ շտապ են։ Կյանքի ու մահվան հարց է։
Երեկվա գիշերը շատ ծանր էր, շատ հոգնած են։ Եկեք կոնկրետ խոսենք։ Ինչու՞ չպետք է սպանեմ ձեզ երկուսիդ։ Նավ դու ասա։
Շնորհակալ ենք մեզ ժամանակ տրամադրելու համար։ Ներեցեք անհարգալից վար։
Վերջին աղոթքդ ասա հրյա։ Մի օպե կապիտա։ Ասում ես վատ գործարք են կնքել։
That's pretty exciting. So as I close this out, I'm going to ask you to pray with us. Again, you are all part of this important work, and I'm going to ask for 2 prayer requests. First, would you pray with us for the well-being of our subject matter experts? I know you all are also collaborating with people in very dangerous places, and so let's keep them in our prayers. Second, I'm actually going to ask you to pray with us for this technology. As we intentionally shape this, we just pray that we can scale it to all 600 languages so that 95% of the world can come and see and hear the authentic story of Jesus in their own language. So if you'd like to learn more about Come and See, or if you'd like to watch a chosen episode, feel free to scan this code. And thank you so much for having me here. I can't wait to meet all of you. Thank you.